Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do the usual disclaimers, if you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. Also included is NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC ever does see through with their threat. All right, folks. Trigger warning one. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please go ahead and use the headphones. Trigger warning 2. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised. Final video, folks, and it will probably be real short here. Probably the disclaimers will be longer than it because, God, I am just brain dead tired. Taken together, in the researchers' opinions, these hostile or retaliatory behaviors are not AEs from use of ESDs or AB. However, the commenters' own literature submissions support the risk of creation of hostility. In other words, folks, you can't take this study seriously because it was done by the very folks who are on the hot seat. They're, of course, going to slant studies in favor of themselves, their philosophy, and their agenda. The fact that they were even willing to go through this atrocity to all testing everywhere should speak to the FDA saying, yes, we read your nonsensical study. But let's read through this, shall we? Reference 37, considerable hostility regarding the proceedings. Reference 38, aggressiveness, anger, and disgust. Reference 39, risk of elicited and operant aggression. And reference 40, negative reactions to authority figures. So, in the reality, when they look at their own studies, they actually admit to everything that they do, don't they? The hostility against authority, the aggression, the anger, but then they're going to state in a conclusion that we can't tell that where these behaviors come from. You are either smoking something really good or you're full of shit. Okay? If it is literally mentioned in their own literature submissions that all these things are a possibility, but then they're going to say, but that just wasn't the case here. Of course it isn't. Because you need this to look good. You need to make people to believe somehow that visiting violence upon a person who is suffering from aggression is somehow going to make them less aggressive. Yeah, wrap your brain around that. In other words, their argument is a joke. A bad, evil, like evil clown car dipped in Disney acid trip with way too many chandeliers. Special kind of like, you get what I'm going with here, right? Their argument is an argument that one might develop out of clown college. It makes no sense and it doesn't even back their own literature. Their conclusions are not backed, even anecdotally, by the other data stories studies done by others. The idea that an autistic, because we're autistic, would not respond by having violence being visited upon our person with our own aggressive behavior for any other reason than for our diagnosis is laughed out of the room by every single other person I know, have worked with, and have interacted with in the field, as it should be, because what the hell. We're going to close on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Smelling Tea hope you have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.